So I'm not advocating any suicide, and this is for entertainment purposes. Do not, and I said, do not try this yourself at home or at all. That said, there are three main plants that can help you with assisted suicide at any given time. Usually, death within under an hour, they say with under 10 minutes. And they all end with your heart slowing down and cardiac arrest. Now, a lot of these you got to be careful with because any plant can kill you with seizures, liver failure. Those are awful deaths. You don't want mushrooms off the ground. You don't want any random plant. They'll kill you in a million painful ways. You don't want to take poison. It will kill you in a painful way. A lot of people think making a poisonous brew that's deadly is a good way to go, but no, not unless you study all different types of holistic medicine. When you know that, you'll know about like English yew. English yew is in the top 10 deadliest plants because it kills you under 10 minutes, and it's most commonly for putting you to sleep and then you have cardiac arrest. Most people get nauseous, drowsy, and then your heart stops. And every part of the plant is poisonous. It takes about 100 needles, the little pine needles on it. About 10 seeds should be enough, but the fruit is edible. A lot of people will eat the fruit and spit out the seed because one seed won't kill you. It only might kill you. But anyways, people like to eat the red fruit of the English yew. But the bark, the everything on it but the red part is poisonous to a high level. And the way it kills you is with toxine. Now, toxine is a toxin, yes, hence the name toxine, but it also has a lot of other chemicals in it, including a precursor like nicotine. Now, the problem with caffeine and nicotine is they're poisons. They're actually made by the plant to kill a lot of different animals. Like nicotine will kill insects instantly. Nicotine is very deadly. So toxin is found in English yew, and it causes drowsiness and then heart failure where your heart stops beating. But it works so quickly in the system, it's been used for suicide a lot of times. There's also a lot of suicide plants that are actually named after that, like the suicide tree. What has or this you use the shell though. If you want to die properly without getting horrible pain, you use the webby looking shell. There's a certain part of it you would use for that, and some people eat it if they know how to process it. But there's also other toxins that you're probably familiar with that kill you very fast, while other ones will kill you very painfully without people being common with it. You know, people have committed suicide with all different types of plants and been painfully put to death. But there are plants that will put you to sleep and stop your heart, like poppy. If you make a super strong poppy, you will fall asleep and you will die. And they call that a heroin overdose. Yes, or a morphine overdose, or a poppy overdose, or whatever. There's lots of plants like that. Now, cocaine would be awful to kill yourself with. Terrible. You would have seizures. Your heart would be attacking you. It'd be awful. You want to fall asleep, be asleep, and have your heart stop. That's how most people want to go. Now, if you are planning something like making sure that you have one last conversation with somebody, or maybe you give some curse back to somebody, maybe you take that poison that kills you under an hour and stops your heart, but you try to stay awake so you can finish whatever you need to finish. But you can usually fit this stuff in the smallest bottle, keep it on you, and you could. And there, most of them, there is no antidote. Even if you told the doctors what it is, all they can do is try to keep your heart beating. And if you keep your mouth shut, you'll be dead way before the doctors even get you into the emergency room. Seeing as most of these kill you under an hour, like the U. English U is everywhere too. There's even in prisons. A bunch of people try to kill themselves in prisons using it, but they only had 7 needles or a small amount of it from a Christmas ornament. Yes, a Christmas ornament. On Christmas, a bunch of English U's came in. I'm guessing they wanted to use them instead of mistletoe or something. I don't know why that anybody thought an English U would be a great Christmas ornament or a great ornament. But yes, People have even found them in the prisons. They are everywhere in New England. They grow wild. They have them as decorations. You can find them at Home Depot. You can find them at Walmart. I can go Home Depot today and get enough English U to kill myself and not even have to pay for it. I can get enough English U to kill a whole neighborhood if I buy the whole thing for $40. So knowing your plants, I mean, I can go to Home Depot and get enough poison to kill, I mean, like the whole town. A lot of people don't realize that. I mean, there's flowers that are poisonous. There's all different types of great little cures if they're used in the right way. Like nicotine is a poison that can be used as a shitty um, poop medicine. I have a better word for that, but right now I can't say it. So we're going to go with that, as well as it's the best pesticide. So, all about using it the right way. So, what is taxine good for? Assisted suicide. English U is only good for that. And maybe if you concentrate it high enough and then you re-dilute it, you might be able to kill cancer at the source if you bring it right on the cancer cells that are growing. But that's a new study and we don't know. But taxine from the English U might be a great treatment for cancer as well. But they say that about everything. But we do know it's a great, great suicide plant.